if I did it, any human being in the world can do it.
Yeah.
Like 98% of suicides, nobody ever sees coming.
I'm going to try and fucking break that rule, you know? I'm going to try and stay sober. Want to leave a pathway. Want to teach what's right from wrong. Want to speak with wisdom. Be a memory of something strong.
Guys, I am super excited to have Daniel Jean, musician. You're doing a lot of stuff, and we're going to get to that. Mike the ex-con in the house. What's up, man?
What's going on, guys?
What were you just laughing at? You're laughing at something.
It's going to take us way off base, bro. Fuck it. He wants to use the show to break up with his old lady. And I'm like, this is the greatest fucking thing that's ever happened to the Darryn Yates Show.
Wow, this took a turn immediately. I love
Immediately.
it. So, are you serious or are you kind of kidding or what?
I was kind of serious.
I'm kind of serious.
She's going to see this and everything probably. But
I mean, she's not going to see it for a while. You know what I mean? It's going to go through editing first.
I have some things there I'd like to get out first.
It might be 2 years before you see this shit.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
Well, I'm all good then. Shit.
My editor's back in town. We're going to start flapping again. I don't know where that word came from. That was weird. But so yeah, man. So you and I have some cool history. We've known of each other. We're both from the same town. All of us are from GC, representing GC.
Planet Granite.
And I was kind of starting my my life coaching kind of stuff, my mindset stuff, when I kind of seen the light of what was possible. And I was talking to you, and you were going through a pretty rough time, weren't you, my friend?
Oh yeah, man. I've been through some pretty hard times, I guess.
Can you talk about some stuff or no?
Sure.
Or?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know how far you want to go back, but
Well,
at that time, what had recently happened was
yeah, talk about that time when we were talking first.
My son had committed suicide. He was 17. And then right after that, my younger brother, overdosed, and he passed away. So it was just back to back, boom, 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 boom.
Wow.
And, I just buried myself in opiates and alcohol. Just got worse and worse and worse. My poor wife, she had to put up with all that shit.
Wow, man.
So she put up with it for a while, and then we eventually divorced. But,
I mean, so sorry to hear that. That's just insane.
It was tough, man.
I mean,
it's still tough.
I'm just curious. Were there signs?
No, not really.
No, not at all. They were totally hiding.
Not really.
Isn't that scary when people can hide it like that well?
Yeah. I mean, I kicked myself in the ass for saying, you could have been a better father. You could have been there. You should have been there. You should have known him better. You should have known what was going on with him. But teenagers, man, you can only know so much. And as close as you may think you are, you're not.
Right.
You're that far away, too.
Yeah, I mean, I've never dealt with anything that tragic, but they say that the people that talk about it ain't really, you know what I mean? The ones that do it, you never, there's never no warning, there's no cry for help, there's no nothing.
No, he didn't leave a note. He did not, he didn't attempt it before. He never told people he was going to commit suicide. I mean, it was
That's tough,
fucking shock to the world,
dude. Well, so you and I had some really cool conversations, and you started talking about your music. And I knew you had been a musician. I think we talked about, back in the day.
Yeah.
But then you sent me some stuff. I'm like, man, wow. Because some people say, hey, I play music, but they don't really have anything. It's not really serious. You started sending me stuff and proving to me, wow, this guy's legit. And so, there's a little teaser. You're going to perform tonight for us, or this, or today, or whatever. And we're going to have some cool. So you're going to do some original stuff.
Yeah, I'll do some originals.
And maybe some cover stuff?
Yeah, maybe. Might put a little cover stuff in there. We'll see.
So
how much time we have.
Yeah, so tell us about the musical journey. Have you always been into music?
Yeah,
when
always
did it start?
my whole life, man. My whole life, just one of those kids, I think you were too, that you were just into it more than the other kids. You had all the records, you had the shirts, whatever.
The Kiss.
Got to go to the concerts, maybe if you had a cool uncle or something, or whatever.
Yeah.
But I just started at a very, very young age. Music's in my family. A lot of musicians on the mom side, so I grew up watching them perform, singing, playing, different bars, I think my lungs were toast before I was about 14.
Wow. What's your main instrument? Are you a singer, guitar?
Singing and guitar and piano. But when I record live, or when I go back and record tracks, I write everything, and then I go back and I do the bass lines, other guitars. What I don't do is drums. I wish I could play the drums, but I just, they're
So I don't know how much we should say on here as far as like name dropping and stuff because we're all from the same small little shitty town. But like, you know what I mean? But like,
it's not that shitty, is it?
Like, I got an uncle named Matt Stratton that plays music. I don't know if you know him.
Yeah.
You know Matt?
Yes.
Yeah, he plays.
We've been in contact.
Yeah, he plays music. He's played with people from.
That's
Randy
your cousin?
Trent. That's my uncle.
Your uncle.
But like, what kind of music? Like your original stuff. Like, what would you class? Is it country? Is it rock?
It's just rock. And real subtle, pretty subtle. I mean, I had a friend of mine listen to some of it, and he goes, "Man, that sounds like fucking funeral music." I was like, "Wow,
dude, you wanna give us a little teaser, just off the cuff? Go grab that fucker and give us a little teaser. Just like moisten us a little bit or chubby us up. Yeah, okay, just give us a little chubby." You knew I was gonna say it when I asked that.
I mean,
every time
it wouldn't be the Darryn Yates Show without a boner reference.
I can't help it, Mom. I'm sorry. I mean, what's to say about my parents if I talk about? Does
your mom listen to this show?
Oh, fuck no.
My mom does.
I blocked her and all my shit a long time ago.
He was my coach, man.
I got tired of hearing her shit. Like, fuck, I do
what
I do.
My mom watches everything we do, and she loves it.
My dad's like, Carolyn, just let Darryn do his thing. You don't like it. You're not his target audience. I'm like, fuck yeah, Dad, right on. So right on, man. Daniel Jean in the house giving us a little teaser.
Yeah, just a little teaser.
Yeah.
Want to leave a pathway. Want to teach what's right from wrong. Want to speak with wisdom. Be a memory of something strong. That's just a little ditty.
Dude.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
Damn, dude, that was awesome.
It's like a little Shine Now mixed with some Aaron Lewis in there or something.
Love it.
Dude.
Love it, man. I hear I'm hearing a lot of different influences from people, and I really love that,
Yeah.
Because I haven't heard the same thing more than a couple times.
So what's the first record you fell in love with?
Get on that mic,
Shit, man, fell in love with?
That first record that you got that was like, yeah, fuck
that
yeah.
I got, because I got a lot of records from my parents. I grew up listening to a lot of 70s and stuff. So before I was able to buy my own records, I was rocking out to Journey and Styx, and, that kind of stuff. But really what got me, man, was Motley Crue.
Yep, there you go.
Dude,
Motley
Kiss.
Crue, man.
Kiss
got me
Kiss
too.
Started off for me.
Kiss was later for me because I was, in 1981, I was 6.
Yeah, but
I was 6 years old.
I'm surprised he's not over here with a hairband boner, because anything hairband.
Dude, I have a boner right now.
I think we love all the same music.
Guys can't see it.
Twisted Sister, man, I love all that 80s shit. But I like a lot.
Skid Row. You said
love Skid
Poison,
Row, man.
White Lion.
I don't know about Poison.
I name them all.
You know what? White Lion.
I'm
had a
so
couple
white.
songs,
Go White Lion. Go Poison. Talk dirty to me. But no, that's good shit, dude. Seriously, there are bands out right now that think they're so good live and they stare at the floor. They don't do anything. Study some fucking 80s shows.
Yeah,
those guys know how to put on a fucking show.
Tommy Lee upside down playing the drums. And
I got to see that, man. I got to see that. That was so amazing. I was a child, and
I mean, I
going upside down, and
that's a dude that has done it. You know what I mean? Like Tommy Lee, that dude has done it.
I was thinking about it. Jim Morrison started it all, though. I mean, to pull your nuts out and get kicked out of he was banned from some Miami club, I think, or venue.
Yeah.
So Morrison was pretty awesome.
That's literally ballsy.
It is ballsy. So you seem, you know what? I think Morrison was in my brain because you kind of have a Morrison vibe, dude.
Thank you.
No,
that's a
seriously.
compliment.
Like if
full
Jim
on,
Morrison,
it just hit me.
Kind of like if Jim Morrison had a kid with Johnny Cash, he's sitting right here.
Dre, what do you guys think? Randy, is that Jim Morrison?
More.
Is the hair?
She don't even know who Jim Morrison is.
That's awesome.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but she wanted to listen to fucking Jelly Roll all day.
The singer of the Doors. But no, the hair? No, dude, seriously, man.
It's a look. It's me. It's it's who
it
I
fits
am,
you.
Man. Yeah.
I mean, the look fits him.
It's just Daniel Jean all the fucking way, man. We're gonna ride this road and see what happens.
So
the right people need to hear the music.
Yeah,
that's
dude.
all, man. But really, I want to play the music. That's why I'm here. But I really want to talk about the story and the struggle, man, and how if I did it, any human being in the world can do it.
Yeah. So tell us how you made that decision to stay on the right path and figure it out.
Yeah. Well, to be honest with you, I was in ICU. I was dying from alcohol withdrawal, and I was just like, wasn't my first time. I've been there a few times, And then I always go back out and just start drinking and using opiates and shit again. But this time it was just different. I don't know why. It wasn't that it was so much worse. It was terribly bad. But, you know, I said, something has to happen, God. Please, somebody help me, you know, because this AA shit and blah, blah, blah. Nothing against AA or that at all. But it just wasn't working for me, you know. Now, AA people will say, well, you weren't working the program. But I understand that. I had my own path to go. And for me, it was getting active while I was still in the hospital and researching what I could do besides just go to a fucking meeting. So I've learned about, there's a shot called Vivitrol that you can get. It's monthly.
Really?
And it will, you don't have any effects from alcohol if you drink on it. Now, some people will get sick, or some people just don't get any effect.
From what I've heard, like people get if you have that shot and you try to, because I've battled with addiction myself. I've been clean almost 2 years. I've been through the rehabs. I've been through all that.
I've been through a lot of rehabs.
But from what I've heard, that Vivitrol shot, if you try to drink or anything on it, it's kind of like Suboxone.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like it won't. It's going to make you sick. It's going to fuck you up even worse.
I didn't test it, so I thought I may, but I didn't, and because it was actually good for me because it was a reminder. Hey, man, you're going and taking the shot for a reason. There's no reason for you to fucking drink on this shit. Why even test it, man? You know. So I got lucky. You know, it was okay, and it does curve the appetite a little bit. So it really helped. I was on that for about 4 or 5 months, and then I just didn't go. One day I missed my appointment. And some time went by, and I'm like, holy shit, man. I didn't get my shot, and I'm fucking doing pretty good. So I just haven't been back and had a shot in a year.
Right.
But
so that's how long you've been sober?
I've been sober about a year.
Let's say
3 months.
Right on,
dude.
It's a fucking struggle. Like,
it is, man. Thank you very much.
I've walked that line, brother. I get it. It's not fucking easy. And that AA shit, NA shit, it never worked for me neither. With me being the drug addict, I always felt like AA people are fucking weird, bro. Like,
oh, man, yeah.
You get in an AA class and you're a drug addict, you're worse because I just drank. You know what I mean? And the whole alcohol being legal shit comes into play, and it's a lot of older people in AA. I agree with you. The 12-step shit, it's beneficial for those that work it, and if it works for them, fantastic. But there's a lot of us out here that, you know what I mean?
There are other routes, I think.
Yeah,
it's not
definitely
the only way. A lot of people will say it is the only way, but it really isn't. I think there are other ways. And,
it's the only way for them.
For them, yeah. And, that's okay. But this is working for me right now. I do believe that 12-step programs would be good for every human being. Any kind of just a self-help thing.
Really?
Go through it. I think every human being should go through a 12-step program. I don't care where you are in your life, I think it would be beneficial. Absolutely.
Nice. Yeah.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah. So... But yeah, man, it's just being in that hospital room. Just woke something up in me, and a nun came in, and she said, "Do you mind if I pray with you?" And I was thinking, "Oh fuck, I'm feeling like shit. You know, I'm like, can't hurt, what the hell, So I'm like, come on in, man, yeah. And she prayed with me, and man, I'm telling you something. Something happened, for real. Something happened. I felt something immediately change in me.
Really?
And I do believe in God. I've never been a person that goes to church a lot, or, I don't go around proclaiming God and this and that. I do consider myself to be a Christian, but I just would not have thought something like that would have happened, to me.
Well, you found your rock bottom.
So you were able to bounce back?
I've had some rock bottoms, though, man, that were actually probably worse. But for that, I guess it was the rock bottom, Every time I do it, it's the rock bottom. But that was it so far. And hopefully I never go back. But they say relapse is a part of recovery. I'm gonna try and fucking break that rule, I'm going to try and stay sober.
And I've been asking you to have a beer for how many times now? Sorry about
Probably
that.
about
Way
10.
too many.
I know. I'm so sorry.
Way too many.
7 or 8.
You're a piece of shit.
I
Sure
forget.
Sure don't want a beer. And there's nothing else in here to drink, and it's hot as fuck. I'm like, hell yeah, fucking beer looks great.
You think you're the asshole?
You
I'm
passed
sitting
the
here talking
test.
about I'm a recovering addict, this and that, and I got a fucking beer in my hand.
It's awesome.
It's all good, though, guys. I got my handy dandy
But no,
water.
man. I mean, that's serious. You can tell you've changed, man. I mean, if you don't take a beer on the Darryn Yates Show, that's powerful.
Yeah, so the music journey, you know, it definitely started when I was younger and picked up an instrument when I was probably about 14, 15. And, of course, girls and drugs got involved in sports and just, you know, laid it down. Got back into it when I was about 18 or 19. Had a little spit, you know, when I was in my 20s. But then, you know, kids come and almost wife and this and that. So things changed. And then I ended up not being with that woman and got with another woman and had more kids. So that was more time. So I was off for a good 15 years of just, I didn't even write because I was so depressed and just.
And you were working, what kind of job did you have?
Well, a lot of it I did not work. I was staying home and raising the kids.
Were you really? Okay.
But it gave me an opportunity to be a closet addict and alcoholic.
Wow. Yeah.
The perfect opportunity.
And you weren't playing music at all. So
I was not playing music.
Yeah.
I wasn't even working. I could have been working, but, you know, my wife at the time, we kind of discussed, you know, childcare was just so outrageous that, you know, why don't I just raise them? Basically, because that's what daycare is doing, is raising them. So why don't I just stay home and raise them, you know?
Yeah.
So we did that. But then after a while, you know, the drinking and the pill popping got so bad, you know, the wife's like, you got to work, you got to do this, you got to, you know. And anyone who's a family member or a friend, close friend to an addict or alcoholic knows exactly the shit I'm talking about, what we put them people through.
Oh, they suffer way more than we do as addicts.
They do. It's a fucking nightmare for them, man, you know. My poor mother, she still says she used to lay up at night every night and just wondering, you know, worrying what was going to happen. And there were a few times cops came to the doors. Yeah.
So you were able to bounce back also with your music, and the music helped you out.
The music definitely helped me, man. As soon as I got out of the hospital, I don't know why, I just started picking up the guitar.
I think you mentioned that to me when you were singing your music, how important these songs were and the lyrics were, like right when you were at that point. Okay, do I go into a good direction or do I go into a bad one?
Yeah,
you know.
And I just knew, I didn't know where it was going to be, but I knew that I was going to be on a journey, and I knew I was just going to try to do whatever I could to stay sober, man. And some of these songs just started coming to me, and
right on, dude.
It's like, man, I feel like I missed out on all those years. But then again, those things had to happen for me to become the musician that I am today, you know. Nice. So I'm thankful for that time. I didn't lose time, I gained time.
Yeah, exactly, man. No, it sounds awesome. Well, I can't wait to hear some of your music. Now, I know there's some other crazy stories that we talked about.
Well, there's some crazy stories.
We'll get to those in another segment. I just want to kind of hear a little bit of your story, man. And
yeah, anytime you have a life of alcohol and, you know, addicts and dysfunction and family and divorces and things, you're gonna have stories, man.
So through all this, how are your relationship with your kids? I mean,
my relationship with my children is fantastic. I mean,
nice.
I have 6 kids. I have 5 living, and we have a really great relationship. And you know, I do things unlike my father. I make sure I hug my children all the time. They probably get sick of it. I'm like, come here, give me a hug. Come here, give me a hug. You know. Because I'm constantly showing them how much I love them and being there for them. And you know, I've lived away from them for the last 2 years while I've been, you know, writing music and getting more focused. But I'm moving back to Granite City to be close to my kids. So I'll be back in Granite.
Right on, man. Well, we appreciate coming by, dude. Seriously, man.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, dude.
Yeah,
we'll do another segment with some crazier stories, and I guess we got a little crazy. Some of the Dre talk, the Dre Montez on the show. We'll have to do a part 2 with him too. Get to some crazy stuff.
Definitely.
You know, I think we're gonna get to a point where we have to put it in like OnlyFans and charge for it, like $5 a month,
Patreon
or something.
Yeah,
because
hour-long episodes.
Yeah.
The problem is we can do this for fucking ever, and
that's a whole nother conversation.
The content is crazy.
Yeah, it's a whole other conversation. But we're definitely going to get more with Daniel Gene here. But thank you, my friend.
Yeah.
So now, do you want to tell us a little bit about what you're going to be playing here? We're going to clear some stuff away. We're going to let you have a little spotlight here. So you want to tell us about what we're going to play?
The first song I'll play is called "He Said, She Said." It's kind of, if you just listen to the lyrics, it's kind of self-explanatory. But the funny thing about this song is I actually wrote it as a story. I just kind of made it up and loosely used my girlfriend at the time as the character. Now, as time went on, we did break up, and she did do what I said in the fucking song. It's weird. She did exactly what I said.
Self-fulfilling prophecy. I preach this shit to people all the time.
I'm telling you, man, it is so crazy. We were together, and I was performing that song live, you know. But I've recently rehashed it and do it acoustically, and it's just better this way. So, But
so this ain't the same girlfriend you're trying to break up with on the show?
No, that's a couple of girlfriends I got.
Yeah, nice.
I just had to throw that out there because I'm in love with the idea.
Dude. She can never ever see this. She's gonna ask what happened. We can edit on that Darryn Yates
We can
show.
edit this out later, and you can use it for any girlfriend.
Never happened.
It never happened. Right on, dude. Oh, that's great, man. Well, looking forward to it. Let's do it. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree? I travel the world and the 7 seas. Everybody's looking for something. Some of them want to use you. Some of them want to be abused. Some of them want to abuse you. Some of them want to be abused. Dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree? Travel the world and the 7 seas. Everybody's looking for something. Some of them want to use you. Some of them want to use by you. Some of them want to abuse you. Some of them want to be abused. Are made of these sweet dreams. Sweet dreams are made of these sweet dreams.
Yeah.
She said that he said. Change. You wake up, step up, start pointing the blame. I can't deal with your problems. I've had enough of the same old games. Try to work this out. All back my bags and get your brain to LA. Accept that I make mistakes and just man-made. Can't deal with the whole, I'm sensitive. I've had enough of complaining. Try to work this out, or you can pack your bags and catch that plane.
gotta get comfortable with the big black thing in your face.
That's what she said. Yeah. Yeah, but dude, we ready to do this shit or what?
Fuck yeah, dude. He's like, I've been here for an hour. What the fuck,
Been here for an hour. We're smoked up. We got lit up. Let's fucking get it going.
Yeah!
Come on.
Come on, baby.
Anytime you get a text from Darryn Yates that says, "Can you get a 12-pack on the way?" You know shit's gonna hit the fan.
Everyone, so we should start this. We're good here, right?
I don't know if it's recorded or not. Has that been recording the whole time?
Oh my god.
Yes!
That's not bad.
That's awesome.
Oh my god.
We just got all that content.
Should we stop it and start it again? No?
Just let it go.
She's like, no, I'm good. I like it.
See, look, all one file.
We're already getting yelled at by our cameraman. This is great.
She told me she wanted to quit her fucking job. Maybe she can come work here too.
Don't be afraid to crack the whip and bitch at us if you want. It'd be funny.